This is Damascus on July 2nd, 2006, 10 days before the abduction, and these pictures reveal the Iranian connection. In a rare appearance, Hezbollah chief Hassa Nasrallah meets outside of Lebanon with Iranian Hassan Khomeini, the grandchild of revolutionary father Ayatollah Khomeini. The meeting took place in Syria at President Bashar Assad's office. There were two separate meetings that night, one between Nasrallah and Hassan Khomeini, and the second between Assad and Khomeini. According to sources in Beirut, Khomeini is the liaison between Tehran and Hizbullah. At the meeting, talk focused on Israel's weak position, the fact that its troops were not alert, and it was here a decision was made where to abduct IDF soldiers. What was Nasrallah doing sitting in Assad's office 10 days before the abduction? It appears the two met under Syria's patronage, and Iran gave the green light to go ahead with the abduction. No one in Lebanon knew that Nasrallah had traveled to Damascus. A week later, a day before the abduction, the head of the Iranian nuclear program, Ali Larijinai, visits Damascus and talks about the failed talks with the European Union in Brussels, and Nasrallah receives a green light to launch the abduction.
שני חיילי צה"ל חטופים שנמצאים בידי חיזבאללה. השלב הבא נראה כמו מלחמה בלבנון. לא ניתן כבר לעצור את האירוע המתגלגל על זה. זו כבר מסיבת העיתונאים של נסראללה.
July 12th, and the press that was invited to the hall to hear Nasrallah talk about the abduction received a week earlier a veiled hint when they were advised not to take summer vacation, as Nasrallah will deliver an important speech and it is worth your while to remain, so they were told. The same hall was used and the stage belonged to Nasrallah.
كل أسرى الموجودين عنا لن يعودوا إلى الديار إلا بوسيلة واحدة. تفاوض غير المباشر والتبادل والسلام.
Despite the pressure and the sweat on his brow, after 9 hours of fighting since the morning, Nasrallah realizes he is heading towards a war.
لا نريد أخذ لبنان إلى الحرب. لا نريد أخذ المنطقة إلى الحرب.
He reminds them he had said he would abduct soldiers.
26 أيار العالم 2000 حزب الله يتحضر.
But not just the day of the abduction, but 2 years earlier, Nasrallah, in a television interview that was never aired, explains future plans.
اليوم الأول الانسحاب كان لدينا قرار بأنه في أقرب فرصة ممكنة يجب أن نقوم بتنفيذ عملية أسر، لأن هي الطريق الوحيد لإطلاق سراح إخواننا من السجون. يعني من 25 أيار 2000 هذا القرار اتخذ.
Since the IDF pulled out from southern Lebanon, Nasrallah warned and reiterated the statements at every opportunity.
هذا الملف إن شاء الله سيتم إنجازه إن شاء الله تعالى. أن يطلق سمير القنطاوي الآن، ولأنه لم يفعل أنا أؤكد لكم أنه سوف يندم في المستقبل. سوف نفعل أي شيء وسوف نذهب إلى أي خيار وسوف لن نتخلى عن أسرانا مهما كانت التضحيات.
It is 6 years since the pullout and 6 years of statements that Israel failed to hear, and also Nasrallah reiterated Hezbollah was rearming.
أستطيع أن أقول إن شمال فلسطين المحتلة بكله وكلكله يقع تحت مرمى صواريخ المقاومة. هم يقاتلون قوة مخفية مخبأة قد تفاجئهم في أي يوم من الأيام بهذا العدد الضخم من الصواريخ.
It is the obvious use of communication tactics that Nasrallah has no trouble in admitting.
كان يريد الخطاب السياسي أن يهيئ المناخ العام والرأي العام اللبناني والعربي والعالمي لليوم الذي سوف تنفذ فيه المقاومة عملية أسر من هذا النوع. هذا هو الهدف من تصاعد الخطاب التدريجي في الحقيقة.
If the military writing was on the wall, Nasrallah's personal writing was written on the wall of his home that was shelled during the war. Here are Nasrallah's parents, his father, and his mother, the housewife who raised him. That is the bed where he slept, and here are photos from his past never seen before. This simple home is where he was born 47 years ago in the village Bazoria in southern Lebanon. When he became a leader of Hizbullah in 1992, he sent his eldest son Hadi, here in footage never shown before. Hadi, on his wedding day, next to his father, and during training as a Hezbollah fighter, Hadi's death by IDF forces turned Nasrallah into a bitter enemy that swore never to shake a Jew's hand and fight to the death against Israel.
اللهم تقبل منا هذا الفنان عوضيت يا رب خذ حتى توضى.
هذا فقد الحبيب أو العزيز ويحزن من جهة، ولكن عندما تعود إلى عقلك وإلى حقائق الأمور وتعرف إلى أين ذهب هذا الشهيد وإخوانه الشهداء، بالتأكيد سوف ينتهي الحزن وتسكن العين ويحل رضا.
And back to the meeting that took place in Assad's office 10 days before the war with Khomeini's grandchild. The meeting was the outcome of 6 years of close work between Tehran, Damascus, and Hezbollah. 6 years of building up the force, building schools and medical clinics, built as an Iranian Shiite state inside Lebanon. Religious edicts issued by Ayatollah Khamenei are Nasrallah and Hezbollah's only creed and code. Here you can see Khamenei with a grandchild just 10 days before the war. His religious rulings allowed Hezbollah to fire missiles at Israel during the war.
Hizbullah اعتمد على قرار الولي الفقيه. الولي الفقيه هو الذي يسمح، والولي الفقيه هو الذي يمنع. حتى القصف على إسرائيل على المدنيين، حتى هذا هو بحاجة إلى إجازة شرعية.
Despite the Iranian coordination with Nasrallah, several things were not coordinated between Tehran and Beirut. The force of the Israeli response, harming the entire Shiite organization, the regional backlashes and declarations of hate between Hezbollah and the Sunni Arab world. All of that was not predicted by Iran. Perhaps Nasrallah failed to coordinate with Iran, but Nasrallah is torn between two identities, Lebanon and the Iranian Shiites.
هلا بتسأليني إنه طيب لو كنت 11 تموز بتحتمل ولو 1% إنه عملية الأسر بتوصل لحرب كالتي حصلت، بتروح بتعمل عملية أسر، بتروح بتعمل